So there are some massive updates for Dogecoin and crypto holders. And in this video, I'm going to talk about why it is so important for Doge. So the first bullish news for Doge and its holders is that Dogecoin is now becoming more and more popular throughout the world. And just recently, Dogecoin reached the #1 crypto spot by usage in Asia due to its massive wave of adoptions. Doge has now become the leading crypto in the Asian market, outperforming both Bitcoin and Ethereum. While Dogecoin is in the #1 position, Ethereum is in the second position, and GLMR is in the third position among the most used cryptos in Asia. Moreover, we can see here that last year, Dogecoin was the most traded crypto in India, one of the biggest markets in Asia. And it has been expected that this trading volume of Doge will continue to soar in India and other Asian countries thanks to its rising popularity. All in all, Dogecoin is now becoming one of the most popular and widely used cryptos. And this is why I believe that despite its price slumps, the future of Doge and its holders is bright. And another very positive update for Doge is that holders can now earn interest on their holdings via popular crypto lender Celsius. And according to the official announcement, Dogecoin holders can earn up to 0.5% annual percentage yield. Moreover, Doge holders can decide to earn interest in the platform's native CEL token if they want to. And if they choose to do so, their rewards can go up to 0.63% for eligible users with a platinum status on the platform. So this is positive news for Dogecoin because I think it will allure investors to invest in Doge and start earning interest. And now let's come to one of the biggest updates for Bitcoin, which is also very important for Dogecoin. So a bill was recently introduced in Arizona that would make Bitcoin legal tender in the state if the legislation passes and the law goes into effect. The bill was introduced by State Senator Wendy Rogers, and it seeks to amend the list of accepted legal tender to include Bitcoin. So it means that Bitcoin would be accepted for the payment of debts, public charges, taxes, and other dues if the law goes into effect. And the bill must pass the Arizona State Senate and House before Governor Doug Ducey could sign it into law. While this is massive news for Bitcoin, we must acknowledge the fact that states in the U.S. do not have much autonomy when it comes to legalizing currencies. This is because federal law takes precedence in such matters. However, I think that the effort by Senator Wendy Rogers in the form of the Arizona Bitcoin bill must be applauded despite there being doubts about its successful passage. In fact, I think that if more and more states start exploring the acceptance of Bitcoin as a legal tender, then we might see the federal government accepting it. So the point is that this is a very positive update for crypto, and I think that we are now heading towards a crypto-friendly environment in the US. And now another important thing to note here is that if Bitcoin gets accepted as a legal tender in Arizona, I think that Doge may also get accepted sometime in the future. And one of the main reasons for this is that major businesses in Arizona are already interested in accepting Dogecoin payments. For example, we saw the other day that a US-based drink shop in Arizona, the Lost Leaf, has started accepting Dogecoin payments. So we know that right after Burger King and Mr. Beast Burger subtly indicated an interest in accepting Dogecoin as payment, the Lost Leaf has made it official that it will now accept Dogecoin for payments. So the point is that more and more businesses in Arizona, as well as other states, have been interested in accepting Dogecoin payments. And this is why I think that if Bitcoin gets accepted as a legal tender in the US, then Doge can be the next crypto that can be used as a legal tender. And while we have just seen how the United States may become a crypto-friendly country, it appears that Russia is already working on it. So we are now seeing that the Russian government is coming out in favor of establishing comprehensive legislation for cryptos. While we already know that the Russian president recently talked about regulating cryptos, more specific directives for regulating crypto in Russia came from the Deputy Prime Minister. So Russian Deputy Prime Minister Dmitry Chernyshenko recently signed a roadmap valid until the end of the year. And the document provisions the regulation of Bitcoin, identification of clients, and establishment of liabilities for violations. It also includes the possibility of having crypto lending platforms and related assets in the country. All in all, we are now seeing that instead of banning cryptos, Russia is now working to regulate the sector completely. And this is going to give a massive boost to the overall crypto market. It will not only increase the adoption and price of cryptos, but it will also inspire other nations to embrace and regulate the crypto market. And now, there are more very important updates for Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and others. But I'll come back to them later. Let's first give a quick look at the overall crypto market standings. So we can see here that there is a slight improvement in the market as major cryptos are back in the green. And although this is not a massive surge or recovery, I think we should consider it a positive move, especially after the recent market-wide sell-off. And the good thing is that almost all cryptos are trading in the green, and there is no new massive dump. And we can see here that the crypto market sentiment has been improving for the last couple of days. The crypto fear and greed index is currently standing around the 24 level, which is much better than last week. So this means that the extreme fear sentiment in the crypto market is steadily fading away. And I think we will be seeing investors returning to invest in Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and other cryptos. And now let's come to Bitcoin for a minute. So we can see here that Bitcoin is also showing a slight positive momentum. And I think that the pressure on the market is now gone. And this is why I think that Bitcoin is now showing some support around this region. Moreover, there are some bullish indicators and data for Bitcoin that I think you should see. So according to data from Sentiment, Bitcoin whale addresses with 100 plus Bitcoins have continued to accumulate Bitcoin in the 35K to 38K range amid this recent volatility. And during the recent price crash last week, one of the addresses accumulated millions in Bitcoin. And each purchase ranged from $2 to $18 million in Bitcoin every few hours, with an average of 48,000 Bitcoin. And this whale seemed to be buying up all of the coins being thrown on the market by panicking sellers. The wallet had successfully increased its holdings by almost 100,000 Bitcoins by the weekend. So it appears that Bitcoin's recent price dips have allowed major whales to purchase more and more Bitcoin. And this means that all these whales are very bullish on Bitcoin over the long term. Moreover, this recent price dip in Bitcoin has not stopped many bulls from predicting that Bitcoin will still be able to reach the 100K price level. And as per George Tung, while in the short term there may be some volatility, he believes that in the long term, Bitcoin is going to move up. This is because he believes that inflation is going to be a continuing issue, and Bitcoin is seen as the best hedge against inflation at this point. Similarly, Blockstream's chief strategy officer Samson Mo also appeared to double down on the prediction that Bitcoin will reach the 100K price level. He believes that it could happen inside the next 6 months or the first half of this year. So the thing is that bulls and analysts are standing strong in their prediction of Bitcoin reaching the 100K mark and are having as much confidence in it happening as before. And now, as promised, let's see some other important updates for Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and others. So 5 Star Bank, a New York-based commercial bank, has recently announced that it is going to provide Bitcoin trading and storage services. The bank has signed a partnership with Bitcoin company NYDIG to offer Bitcoin services. And as per the official announcement, 5 Star Bank will allow its users to buy, sell, and hold Bitcoin. Customers will be able to do so by using its mobile banking app and online banking platform by the end of the second quarter of 2022. Similarly, another New York-based financial institution, Flushing Bank, is planning to offer Bitcoin services to its customers. Flushing Bank has also partnered with NYDIG to enable its customers to buy, sell, and hold Bitcoin on the online banking platform. So these are massive updates for Bitcoin and other cryptos. And as a result of this acceptance of crypto by major banks, the overall crypto market is going to flourish in the near future. And I think this is just a start. This is because we recently saw that about 300 community banks in the US are going to start providing Bitcoin trading services to their millions of users. All of these banks will offer Bitcoin services on their mobile apps with the aid of NYDIG, starting in the first or second quarter of this year. So it appears that banks have now realized that there is a significant activity in crypto transactions from their customer accounts. So this is obviously getting their attention. And once these banks start offering Bitcoin trading services, they will also include other cryptos like Dogecoin in the future. And once this happens, then we will be seeing huge growth in the trading volume of cryptos, and it will lead to a massive increase in both the adoption and price of Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and others.